Welcome to day 6 of Vlogmas. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my 5-star prediction list. My first ever. So I had never made this video before, but having stopped to think about what books are on my shelves that I think will be 5-star books, I realize now why I never did this before, because I'm a very pessimistic person. Like, I'm not sure if I really believe a book will ever be 5 stars, and that is so sad. But that said, I've tried to get past my pessimism to create this list of books that will, 1, encourage me to read these books, and 2, I guess just lay the groundwork to see how good I am at predicting whether I like a book. When I think back to the books that give me 5 stars, a lot of them last month, or like recently, like they're books I don't anticipate them to be that good. So that's why I feel like I'm not good yet at identifying what I really love. There are some new books coming out this year that I think will be 5 stars. I'm not going to mention those because I feel like that's too easy just to say, oh, a new book from an author that I love. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and be brave. Be brave in my predictions. How many 5-star predictions are too many? You know, all that I just said, I have a shit ton of books here to show you, like 10 or almost 10. So let's just get at it. The first one I want to mention here is Angela Davis's Woman Class Other. This is a classic, and it is an anti-racist book of mine that I can't wait to get to. I think it's going to be a powerful book. I mean, there's a reason Angela Davis is such a significant figure in the social justice movement. Next, this one, I debate if I should put this on here, because of all the books I own, this is probably the one I feel most strongly about them and have 5-star, but also terrified that it might not be 5-star because I won't be capable of understanding it. This book is actually on my TBR this month. I may have actually already read it by the time this video is posted, but The Deep. I think The Deep is going to be a 5-star prediction. I think it's going to be 5 stars. I mean, it definitely is a prediction, but of all these, I think this one I feel one of the most strong feelings. This will be 5-star. This is a 5-star potential. Next, I thought about this and I feel like Girl, Woman, Other. I'm a little worried because this is the winner of the Booker Prize, and because of that, like, I know how I am with literary works. With any book really that has detail, I'm always terrified I won't be able to retain it. I'm always terrified I'm not going to be good enough. But I feel like this has the potential to be 5 stars if I'm up for the task. Next, I had to pick Seanan Mcguire because I do love Seanan Mcguire, and while I could have said, hey, you know, The New Wayward Children, that's again too easy. But I wanted to try one that I feel like gets a lot of mixed reviews, which is Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, aka Seanan Mcguire. This is a mermaid horror story. I hear it's very sci-fi heavy, and I feel like as someone who loves sci-fi, who loves science, I think I'm gonna love this. I think this is gonna be 5 stars, despite what all of you say. All of you being people who I've heard say it isn't 5 stars, at least for them. I know we're all very different, which is why I think I'm gonna love this one. Now, I wanted to pick one by Anna-Marie McLamore because I read one of their books this year, Blanca and Roja, and I absolutely adored it. And I have a feeling all of their books are gonna be 5 stars for me, but I decided to go with this one, which is Wild Beauty. I think just because the cover is so gorgeous, and I feel like I'm more likely to love this one more just because the cover is more beautiful. I know that's weird, but that's just how I feel. Wild Beauty, 100%. Which, having mentioned Anna-Marie McLamore, I feel like I wanted to mention A.S. King, but at this point I do feel like I read A.S. King's best books based off what I've heard. I have several books left to read. I'm just not sure they're going to be 5 stars because all of A.S. King's books have not been 5-star for me. They've been some of the best books I've read, even if they're 4 stars. Well, there's a word for this, like, is that compatible? Being 4 stars and still being one of the best books I've ever read? I don't know. Next one is probably kind of the easy one, which is All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. I think this one is going to be beautiful and powerful, and I think I'm really going to like this. I really do. Next up, I've gone for one that I've heard a lot about, which is P. Djeli Clark, and I think this will be really good. It's called Ringsheld. It is a alternate history horror race in like monsters being the KKK story. I know that's just a bunch of words and not really formulated very well, but I think you get the gist. I think this is going to be right up my alley. It's novella, so easy to get through, and I think it's going to be just a really great story. I have very high expectations for this book. Next is The Vanishing Half by Britt, Bennett. I've heard so many good things about this, and I honestly think I'm going to love it. I really do, and I'm reading it very soon next year. Spoilers. And then lastly, I was afraid the patriarchy wasn't getting enough of a stand because I'm not sure any of those people identify as a man, so I'm gonna go with Stephen King's The Skeleton Crew. I don't usually have high expectations for Stephen King, and especially the ones that are on my shelf, but of them, I think this is the one that I had the highest expectations for, and that's just because I've heard this is one of his best short stories collections. I know it's probably really ambitious of me to assume that a short story collection will be 5 stars, but if you think about how I rate stories, like if the average of the ratings will rate up to over 4.5, then I guess it's 4.75, then I would give it 5. So if enough of them are 5 stars, even if some of them aren't hits, I'm willing to give it a 5-star. And those are the predictions. For now, these are the books I'm working on. I will post a wrap-up video once I've gone through all of them. I suppose now I have a goal to read these books so I can get to the next 5-star prediction books. But for now, that's what we're working with, and I hope you enjoyed this. This is a new territory for me, but I am excited to push myself to try and predict whether I'm gonna like a book. I hope you all have a great day, and remember to like and subscribe. I never say that, but please, at the very least you can like. It really helps my channel. Thank you. Have a great day.